In this video, I'm going to show you 3 different types of Premiere Pro subtitles that are really easy to make, so you can use them for your videos. But before I show you that, later in the video, I'm going to show you some clips where I use subtitle presets and how you can use them in unique ways, overall increasing the quality of your video. By the way, don't forget to like the video if you enjoy. Okay, first things first, go ahead and hit Ctrl T on your keyboard and create your text layer, and then go to effects and drag transform on that, or double click. Good job, you already have step 1 down. Woo! Next, head on over to effect controls and use the position tool to move your text in this spot right here, just to where you can't see it. And hey, feel free to pause the video anytime if you guys need to. Once you have your text in this spot, go back to your effect controls and make your first keyframe. Next, drag your marker to the middle of the clip and use the position tool to bring your text in this spot and add another keyframe. Now go ahead and do what you did with the first keyframe just at the end of the clip. And before you say, Kravis, this looks like garbage, patience, because we're not done yet. So to make this effect actually look cool, right click your first keyframe and choose ease out, and on the last keyframe choose ease in. And if you don't know what this does, it adds some spice to your keyframes, making them look 10 times better. Now if you have something that looks like this, good job. No, seriously, good job. The last thing to do is to drag this line all the way out like this, and the same with the other, and BAM! You have created yourself a gaming subtitle. Now if you want to go the extra mile to make it look extra nice, then go down to composition shutter angle, uncheck this box right here, and choose 180. This adds a nice motion blur to your animation, and you're done. You just have to right click on transform to save your preset, and now you can use this on any text you want. So for preset 2, go ahead and make your text layer and add on a transform effect just how we did for preset 1. Now this effect should be more simplistic than the first one, but it still looks absolutely amazing. I've even used this multiple times throughout this video, and all I can say is that I love it. So go to your effect controls and use the position tool to move your text in this spot right here, just to where you can't see it. Then go over to effect controls and make your first keyframe. Anyone else having deja vu? Just me? Okay. Next, drag your cursor to about right here and then move your text down towards the middle of the screen. This should create a keyframe at this spot automatically for you. Once you do that, drag your cursor again to about right here and then move your text up just a tiny bit. By the way, if you end up moving your text too far up, just replay the video until you get it right. And now, you have this cool looking drop effect, but like I said before, we're not done yet. So the last thing to do is to right click your first keyframe and choose ease out, and on the last one choose ease in. And now, you should have something that looks like this. Also, like I said before, if you want the effect to look even better, go down to composition shutter angle, uncheck this box, and choose 180. Just make sure you don't forget to save your preset, because I've done that multiple times, and it is something you do not want to do. So before I tell you how to make this anime preset, I'd like to tell you guys a little bit about my Discord server, and don't worry, it'll only take 20 seconds. So about 2 years ago, I created a Discord server for my old channel, but there's one problem. It's dead. And this is where you come in. By making the choice of joining my Discord server, it will be way more active and can turn into a really good community. So if you are an editor, a YouTuber, someone who wants a place to talk, or you just happen to like my content, consider joining. You might like it. Now back to the video. Alright, you know the deal. Go ahead and make your text layer, but do not add the transform effect this time. Now for the anime preset, you're going to add 3 different things to it. First, add a basic 3D effect and head over to effect controls and change swivel to 40 and tilt to -20. This will make your text become 3-dimensional. Oh, and make sure you check the box that says show specular highlight. Next, find the directional blur effect and add it to your text layer, and then head over to effect controls panel and change your blur length to 10. By the way, I literally have never watched anime, so this text preset was a huge guess. But if I ever do decide to watch anime, comment down below what you recommend I watch first. Okay, so once you've changed the blur length to 10, right above that is the direction of the blur, and you're going to want to make a keyframe at the start of the clip for that. Then, drag your cursor over to the end of the clip and change the direction to exactly 360 degrees. For this part, we're actually going to use the vector motion to move the text instead of the transform effect. So go ahead and use the position tool to move your text to right here just to where you can't see it, and then make your first keyframe. Move forward like 3 or 4 frames, I would say, and drag your text to be fully visible. Now the only thing left to do is to go to the end of the clip, make a keyframe, and drag your text to this spot right here. And you should have something that looks like this. Also, if you're worried about the text moving too fast, then you can extend the text layer and drag your keyframes to the end, making your text move slower. Oh yeah, if you want to save the preset, hold Control, click all 3 of your effects, and save. There's a couple of things I'd like you to know about these presets. Whenever you're making your text, you can only edit it before you throw your preset on, not after, so just be aware of that. When you're trying to make your preset really large and it cuts off the screen, don't use vector motion to change the size. use scale height in the transform effect, and then you can go back to using vector motion. When you use preset 1, which is a drop down effect, I highly suggest stacking your text like I've done in this video because it just looks smoother, and this is what it looks like. If you want to throw an effect on your text, make sure you don't change the duration of how long the text lasts before using the effect. Otherwise, your preset will be extremely slow or extremely quick, so make sure you do it after. Oh, and if you were wondering how to get a text that looks like this, then simply head over to the effect controls, choose a font being either Impact or Tahoma, and then choose your fill color. With your stroke color, it doesn't matter, but I highly suggest to use 15 as a stroke size and to enable the shadow option. Also, if you were wondering if you could make your text settings a preset, yes. Another thing I'd like to tell you is that don't limit these presets to text. You can also use them on images and even videos, making for some really cool looking visuals. So if you're going to use any of these presets, like the video so this can reach more people. Like way more people. And remember that in the description is where my Discord server link will be, because I'm really hoping I'll see you guys in there. And here's to a first video of 2022.